The Franklin fire in Malibu, it has pushed away from homes, but it has entered some very steep terrain. You can see here, making the over 4,000 acre fire very difficult for crews to access. Firefighters have managed to make some progress, though, with containment climbing up to 30% as of last night. The city of Malibu has set up an emergency supply station at Zuma Beach for fire victims, where they can access food, water, and first aid. Karma Dickerson reports.
Devastation, terror, and loss. The Franklin fire in Malibu bears these all too familiar hallmarks of fire after fire that have ravaged communities. With so many of these disasters, as people flee their homes,
when you have a fire and you have winds, there's nothing you can do.
What often lingers is a sense of helplessness, and a new fire force is giving people a way to fight back.
You feel helpless in things where you don't have ownership in. You don't have a role in prevention or role in response. So for the county to give us that opportunity to be able to have that role in that response, have a role in that preparation, that's it.
Keegan Gibbs is the director of operations for the newly formed Community Fire Brigade in LA County. They've been on the ground at the Franklin fire since it sparked Monday night, working to protect people and their homes. Many in the brigade, Gibbs included, know all too well what it's like to lose everything.
I lost my parents' house, a lot of my friends lost their houses. That made me look in the mirror and say, hey, how do I take better responsibility for my decision to live in a high fire hazard prone area?
The volunteers undergo about 60 hours of training in coordination with LA County Fire and other emergency officials. However, they're funded by private donations. Currently 45 members strong, they expect to double their numbers by next year, says Brent Woodworth, CEO of the Los Angeles Emergency Preparedness Foundation, which funds the brigade.
Men and women, and also different ages, as long as you're an adult at 18 years or older. We look for field people and support people, so you don't have to be physically able to lift so much weight or do certain things.
LA County Community Brigade officially launched in October 2023, deploying on their first fire, Malibu's Broad Fire, last month. The Franklin fire is their second incident, though Gibbs says one of their main focuses is to educate their communities to harden their homes and make communities more resilient before a fire strikes.
For me, it's, yes, we may be putting water on fire. To me, the impactful work is being advocates for our community to be better fire adapted. My goal is to really create a culture that we can all be working together to have a better result of living in this area.
And several evacuees still remain at hotels. Officials say they will communicate via social media once evacuation orders have been lifted. They just want people to be patient and safe. There have been thousands that have been forced to flee, including celebrities like Dick Van Dyke, who says he's so grateful that he had neighbors who helped him to escape. He is now in his 90s.